Hello, hello. So, it is a status update day. I am nervous about my upcoming surgery. It's next Wednesday, but it will get me moving forward in my weight loss and exercise journey because I've been in pain from this hernia, and it's stopped me from being able to carry more weight and do a lot more that I want to do. I want to try getting back to a point where I can play sports and not have to worry about injuries. I mean, I want to be careful, obviously, but I want to be, I don't know, I want to get more aspects of my life back. And I'm thinking back to when I was a teenager and when I was still active in sports and stuff and how much fun I had. And I want to get some of that back. So this will be a big step for that because currently running for any prolonged period of time is painful. I can jog and I can do that usually for, a little bit and I'll be okay. That's been kind of pushing it. If I didn't know I was having surgery to fix the problem, I wouldn't be as risky with what I'm doing. But that being said, I have surgery coming up. I'm a little nervous about it, but I got a great surgeon, and it's a relatively simple surgery. It's going to be with the robot again, so I'm going to combine this next element. So here's my Shirtless, and then you can't really see it, but on my previous surgery I had, where is it? Oh, so here's one, and then two, and then the third one is right here, and it's the three spots. So the robot arm sticks three of its arms in through your side, and then it does all of the stuff. Obviously the surgeon controls it, but so this is my not flexing. And then this is my muscle definition that I've got thus far, which I'm pretty stoked actually with the fact that I'm starting to get some muscle definition. It's not a great deal or anything, but I mean, any muscle definition is better than what I had, and it's been cool to actually feel and see some progress going on. So that's been awesome. Oh, and I got to take my weight real quick, but let's see. $226.4. Not too bad. I have been, like I said, I've been fluctuating a lot on my weight. I am all right with that because I have also been progressing in my muscle definition and in my ability to lift, particularly with my upper body strength. I've been able to do a lot more push-ups, and I've been able to make progress on my pull-up bar. I'm pointing there, you can't see it, but there it is, just down the way. But I have the pull-up bar, which is super, super handy. And the nice thing is that with that added little pull-up assist with the bungees, it makes it a lot easier to get the full range of motion to work out. So that's my pull-up progress. I still am not from a full extent. I have a really difficult time from this getting to here. I can't do that yet. From here I can get up no problem to the top, but anyways, you'll either sympathize or you'll understand once you get there, kind of a thing. But I can't even do one yet. So if you can do pull-ups, power to you. Keep it up, because that's not something you want to lose. I used to be able to do them, and then I stopped, and now I can't. Anyhow, my weight loss journey persists, is progressing. I am continuing to look inward at ways that I can improve myself and ways that I can get better. trying to look at ways that I can help those around me and how I can be better for those around me. I'm trying to improve my physical health because I want to be alive and I want to be able to enjoy things while I'm alive. But it's also a big deal to work on and cultivate emotional and spiritual health, and that's something else that I'm doing. So I just want to speak to that for a moment because my main focus was on losing weight, but I understand that your mind controls your body. Your body is a result of a whole lot more than just the food you eat. But the food you eat and how much of it is obviously a really key detail, right? So like I said, better than it was yesterday, but still a long ways to go. Kind of the point. I don't think that it would be as enjoyable an experience or as worthwhile an experience if you didn't have progress that was still to be made, right? If you were perfect, okay, great. Now what? Right? So the fact that we all have stuff to work on and improve is really the only reason why life is meaningful. That actually is, I think, the reason why rich people who no longer have to worry about anything, they still get depressed. Like think of the most famous and wealthy person, and they'll still suffer from depression and all sorts of all of the worries and stresses you think would go away just get replaced, is what it sounds like. I'm chuckling because it made me think of the movie Fiddler on the Roof. And this isn't from that movie, but it sounds like a quote from that movie, where it's, if those are problems, may I be blessed with those problems. Because, I'll take those challenges. Who wouldn't, right? It's better to have so much money you don't know what to do with it than not have enough money and have endless things that you would do with it, right? But of course, it's easy to look at somebody else's situation and realize that you don't have to worry about it because you're not in it. What I've come to understand is that everyone has battles they're fighting, and there's no silver bullet, and there's no magic answer other than that. I think it's important to remember balance, and I think it's important that I keep balance as an aspect that's in the forefront of my mind, because when working out, you've got to have balance. With your diet, you've got to have balance. With your activities, you've got to have balance. You've got to get enough sleep, otherwise none of that matters, right? You got to drink enough water, otherwise most of that doesn't matter. And if you don't have enough water at all, eventually, you don't live very long without water. That's like the main thing. You can live a week without food, but was it 3 days without water? So that's why it's so important, right? But I got a little bit far afield here. I'm really nervous about my surgery coming up, and I'm hopeful it goes well. I am a little bit nervous about my future most of the time, but the more I improve my health, the more in control of it I feel. And the more I improve my own health, the less all of the outward fear and angst and bad news being thrown around popular culture and the media all around the place, right? Like most people will know that there's a lot of bad stuff out there. But the more that I improve myself, the more I improve my health, the more I focus on turning the things that have worked for me into ways that I can try and help other people, the less all of that stuff has mattered. And by mattered, I mean impacted my health. Because I ate my emotions, and I'm an emotional dude. Stuff impacted me, so I needed to figure out something else. This is that, right? Eating yourself into a Thanksgiving Day coma every day is how I got to 380 pounds, right? That and eating way too late and eating way too often. and the wrong stuff, of course, tons of sugar. But I fixed a lot of the stuff that was horrible, horrible, downward spiral type stuff. But I am by no means done with my journey. I have so much further to go. I'm just so happy with the progress I've made, and I feel so much better than I did then. And it's like waking up from, or it's like it's like seeing color for the first time and just wanting to shout it from the rooftops and just share it with everybody. It's so exciting to me to feel like I have a new lease on life, to feel like I have a chance to still fulfill dreams. I thought I was done. In more ways than one, I thought I was done, right? I thought I was on oxygen for the rest of my life, never going to get my oxygen lung capacity back. My lungs rebounded, right? Amazing. Didn't think I'd be able to sing. Again, I grew up singing. I love singing. And I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Got my voice back. Fun fact, in losing weight, my voice has actually dropped. It's weird. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, my vocal range when singing has dropped a couple of notes on the bottom range. Super cool. I don't know if any of that matters to you at all, but if you sing, like I grew up singing, my whole family sings, and so that's kind of a big deal. The vocal range, what songs you can sing, which it's surprisingly, or maybe it's a surprise. Maybe this will surprise you, maybe not, but there are not a lot of great songs out there that you can sing if you're a baritone or a bass. I sing baritone, although now I probably sing a decent bass part for most songs, so that's kind of cool. But fringe benefits, right? Random things that happen along the way. I just am lucky enough to live in a time when I can record it and share it. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. This has been a really interesting and roller coaster style of journey. You know, a ton of ups and downs, a lot of difficult days, and a lot of amazing ones. A lot of really awesome experiences, and a lot of not so great ones. A whole lot of sore muscles, a whole lot of large smiles as a result, though. And I gotta tell you, I've never felt better. When I was a teenager, so in my adult life, I have never felt better, and I'm really close to pushing 40 here, so highly recommend it. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one, and hope you have a great rest of your night.